Hello.
Hello, is this Lisa?
Yes, this is Andrew.
It is.
So you're out in on the West Coast,
Yeah,
Vegas.
not quite. Yeah, not quite the coast, but yeah, Nevada.
So this all started because of a casual reunion in LA between the Dio bandmates. Now it's snowballed into a band, and now you're releasing your second album.
Yeah,
So the second album comes out February 22nd.
correct.
And is that number 2? Like maybe the second part of the first album?
No, it's just called two, like a Van Halen two or Queen two, or I guess the second movement of music would be appropriate to call it.
Mm-hmm. I was noticing the artwork. Is that like a logo that you guys are going to use from now on? It looks like an LIL to me, like last in line.
Yeah, it is. It's an LIL, and yeah, we've been using that since we started. It's been our logo for about 7 years now. The only thing we changed is the lettering on the actual last in line. It's not in that old English style anymore. That was kind of reminiscent of the Dio logo. So now it's just a straight regular logo with that LAL is probably going to be the main calling card now.
Right. And this album was kind of like pushed back, right? You were supposed to release it the end of last year?
Yeah, it was supposed to be, I believe, the end of the summer. It was supposed to be out, and it got pushed back a little bit. We had some scheduling conflicts that we had to deal with, and so we didn't finish it till around the time it was due. So they pushed it back to February.
Who's producing it?
It's Jeff Pilson produced it,
Okay.
and the band, Jeff Pilson and the band together. So
Now, you have 2 of the songs on YouTube. Great videos, by the way.
yep. Actually, we have 3 out. One came out today.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So let's talk a little bit about that. You have Year of the Gun and Landslide, and what's the other one?
The new one's called Blackout the Sun.
Blackout the Sun. Okay. Where did you shoot those?
The videos, we
Yeah.
shot them in Southern California in Orange County for Blackout the Sun and Landslide, and then the other one for Year of the Gun. It was more of a lyric video, a mixture of a live and a lyric video. We did part of it in Burbank and on green screen, and then part of it in Vegas on the green screen. So.
Year of the Gun seems like it's and Landslide. A little bit of kind of like what's going on in the world today, like a little political, but had some other things going on in there.
Yeah, a lot of it is just it's kind of abstract of I guess it has a little bit of an undercurrent in what's going on today. The Landslide video is just about government manipulation and just about people's different trials of life and getting through your day when you have all these things in the media bombarding you with all the terrible things that are going on in the world and trying to which comes across a lot of time, I believe, these days in media is manipulation and trying to sway your opinion one way or another, and you're just trying to make a living and trying to raise your kids and trying to pay your mortgage, when you're being bombarded with all this stuff and trying to make ends meet, and we are all actually the decision makers, and we all get bombarded into these we get bombarded with all these different messages, and it's just a kind of a way of dealing with that, just reporting on how you deal with that, how the normal person deals with that. And Year of the Gun is it's about the gun problem in the U.S., but it's not for or against. It's just basically saying that there's a problem and we need to address it.
Right.
There's no major solution that a songwriter standing on a stage shaking his ass and dancing around is going to cause is going to bring
Right.
a solution. It's just saying, hey, again, it's self-empowerment. We have a problem, and basically government tries to pit us against each other, and the only way it's going to get solved is if everybody works together and instead of being divided, which is what it seems what government and the powers that be seem to want. They want everybody divided because it's easier to rule when you're dividing and conquering. You know.
It seems like you maybe have already had some of these songs written already, because it seemed like you were just like, wow, another album really quick. Because the other one came out in 2016, right?
Yeah, no, we didn't. Everything was brand new. It's all new material. None of it was written. Everything that we wrote for the first album is on the first album.
Uh-huh.
And we wrote about 14 ideas for this new one, and I think we chose 11 for it. I think we had to deliver 11 songs for it. Um, so there's maybe one or two ideas, not full songs, just ideas,
Right.
riffs that are left over that we may be able to draw upon if there is a third album. But we pretty much used everything that we wrote for this, and it was all done, organically and as a group, in a room like you do when you're a band. So
Yeah, that was my next question is like, who did most of the writing? Collaborative effort.
it was collaborative. The guys, Vinny and Vivian and Phil, they did a lot of. They just get in a room together and they start jamming ideas. And when I am in the room with them, I'll throw my ideas in as well. And just record everything that they play, and then we take those recordings and just rehearsal recordings and try to make some sort of semblance out of them and turn them into a song. But everybody contributed to this record.
So, now that the album's out, you're going to be out on tour.
A little bit, yeah. We have tour dates in the U.S. up until May,
Uh-huh.
and then we have 2 shows in the U.K. in June, and then Vivian is out with Def Leppard for the rest of the summer, and then I think we'll pick up again in September, and then go as long as we can.
Are you going to be doing a little bit of Dio and a little bit of songs off the first and second album on this tour?
Yeah, yeah. It's almost an even mix. We're doing about 6 or 7 songs of ours from our 2 records, and then the rest will be the more classic Dio stuff from the first 2 Dio albums, from Last in Line and Holy Diver.
Was there any songs that were more difficult to produce or play or write?
On the new record,
Yes.
yeah, there was a couple that were a little bit of a challenge. Songs like "The Light" were a little harder. I'm still kind of dealing with the working titles as opposed to what the titles actually are now that are
Yeah.
being released. I might have to open up my computer to see what the titles are. I know there's one that I can't remember the title of, that we had called God and Machine, or The Space Between. We had 2 working titles for this song, but I think it's called The Light now. So that was one that was a little bit of a challenge. There's a couple songs on there that are a little more progressive than what we normally do, and they had required a little more thought as to how to make these, contrasting parts that are meshing together musically, trying to make them mesh together vocally and melody wise as well. So
Right.
yeah, about 2 songs on the record were a bit of a challenge. So maybe
There's
3.
Was there one that was just like came out real easy and was like really, really great from
Yeah,
beginning to end, easy?
yeah. Landslide was probably the easiest one that just flowed out pretty quickly. I think we wrote that maybe a day. Um, not Blackout the Sun. Give Up the Ghost was another one that was pretty easy to write, but we took a lot of time on it because we didn't get the recording of it right. We didn't like the way it was recorded at first, so we redid it to match more the original demo that we had, the original rehearsal demo. So, but yeah, those 2 were pretty easy to write. I think Blackout the Sun was pretty easy to write as well. It was pretty straightforward, and coming up with the line "Blackout the Sun" was around the time we had a solar eclipse, I think a little over a year ago, and
Right.
I was working on it. I played it for my daughter, who's an adult now, and she's like, oh, a couple days later, she said, I can't get that line out of my head, which was just the line "Blackout the Sun" at the beginning of the song. And she said, "Oh, I can't get that out of my head." And I said, "Oh, that's a good sign that I should probably use it as a chorus as well." So that was, it was pretty,
Right.
and it was kind of going, well, if it's the biggest hook is the first line of the song, then maybe I should, pull a Beatles trick and make that the chorus. So,
Right.
yeah.
What do you think is your favorite? Do you have a favorite?
Give Up the Ghost is my favorite on the record.
Give Up the Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
And why is it your favorite?
Because I like the vocal phrasing on it. I like, those type of songs. Usually we'll approach them, or I'll approach them a little differently when I'm writing lyrically, and to match what the tempo of the music is. But this was way more of a kind of a scatty sort of almost rapping sort of a song, where it's very active lyric line over top of a very, mid-tempo, slow undercurrent,
Hmm.
So it kind of, I don't want to say it was like a rap song, but I do draw a lot of my influences from that world, from some of the rappers, because mostly because of their phrasings, how they phrase certain things. I'm very big on phrasing and doing odd sort of phrasings where you're a little ahead of the beat, behind the beat, or coming in on notes that, or on beats that are not the usual places to come in as you're singing,
Hmm.
or accenting drum lines, or accenting drum beats, or guitar hits, So that was one that it was. I really liked the way it came out. It was definitely something different than I've ever done before. But it also kind of throws back to guys like Steve Marriott and new band I'm really into right now called Rival Sons that I really dig, and
Hmm.
just that classic sort of you know soul singer or blues singer.
Right.
Yeah, so that would be the one.
So you're excited to get out on tour?
Yeah, we've been out already. We've done a handful of shows already. We started in January, and we continue on through May. It should be a good time. The band never seems to disappoint. People seem to enjoy it when we play. So
I know you're going to be here in Houston, which is where I'm at, February 16th at Warehouse Live.
on Saturday, yeah.
Um, I noticed that Friday, I think no, the 14th you were going to be in San Antonio, but the show was canceled.
Yeah, San Antonio and Lubbock got canceled for some reason. That was kind of out of our control. It wasn't because of the band. Promoter decided to pull out of the show. So I don't know what the reason was, but
Are you going to reschedule for San Antonio?
I don't know. At this point, I don't know. It'd be nice to, but I
Right.
can't. I can't say that I've heard anything about rescheduling yet. I did see that when the announcement went out that they said somebody had said that they're going to be they're postponed, but I have not heard of a date yet. So
So you're taking a little summer break before you come back and tour in the fall. What are you going to be doing? Are you going to be working on some other things, or are you going to be just focusing on the band during the summer?
no plans yet about summer. I do play with another act called Lies of St. Treachery that we may be doing some stuff, but as of yet, that band needs to release a record first and foremost before we start doing more shows. But I imagine that we'll be doing some stuff in the summer. But there's no plans right now for me to go out and do anything yet. So I'll be waiting around.
Now, you can get all this music on the usual suspects.
Yeah, all the usual places: Amazon, iTunes. You can do it directly through Frontier's website. I believe we'll even be selling it through our website as well. So.
And do you have vinyl? I know a lot of people are going back to vinyl these days.
Yeah, we do have a vinyl. We have some special edition vinyl, special color vinyl that's coming out with the record as well. So a lot of that stuff will be available on our website too in the coming weeks.
And do you have like a pre-order?
We did have a pledge campaign, and
Uh-huh.
that has is gone away because something's going on with pledge. So the pledge campaign just got canceled yesterday. Which a lot of artists are having an issue with pledge right now. So I know Frontiers, our record label, had canceled all of their promotions with them. So, but you can do pre-sale through iTunes and through Amazon and directly with the label as well. So,
Okay, great.
yeah.
All right. So, anything else you want to add before we let you go?
I'm okay. I appreciate you taking time out to talk to me and helping promote the record. It's very much appreciated.
Thank you. I know you're busy. You've got a lot of interviews today, and good luck. And I hope to see you on the 16th here in Houston.
That
I'm
sounds
looking
good.
forward to it.
Well, I hope to see you as well, and I hope you enjoy it.
All right. Thank you. Have a great
Take
day.
care. You too. Bye.
All right. Bye.